And for them to pull out this style of like Old West music out of absolutely nowhere for no reason whatsoever, simply so it can exist, is a nice touch to all sorts of the fan mixes that are done. The best ones are very faithful to the original material, but they incorporate so many new different aspects into it, and they do something very clever with it. Some groups are very well satisfied with taking a song that contributes to classical music very well and does simply the exact same thing and practically replicate the song. Others will simply take 3 or 4 notes and include that in a song that they write themselves. But the best ones, they have such a great mix of taking something and tying it to another genre or a particular instrument so very well that you get something very original and very creative from something that was already very good in the first place.
Now this song really makes me want to see Rainbow Sky show off at the new and outside the Opera Shrine. So that'd be awesome, right? Except for real guns.
Alright, so that's fan comics, we have fan music, and as always, we have so many fan games, just everyone has completely lost counts of all the fan games that exist for this series now. They run the gamut from Mario clones to Mega Man clones to Saga Frontier clones to just a lot of things, a lot of different things you can think of. There was a Mappy clone, for those of you who remember the old arcade game Mappy from way back when. So they cover a whole lot. There was the Wise clone, the Yoyo Kengeki Mutsu, just a whole lot of stuff. This again popped up recently. This is from developers Desunoya. If you played a game by them, you probably wanted to punch either them or yourself in the face because they do a lot of really BS difficulty things.
There's just as much swearing involved with these games as there are the regular Touhou games.
So this is Marisa Land's Trap Tower. This is a very cute game.
Not that kind of trap.
Yeah, they lied to me. I was expecting that kind of trap.
Yeah, besides, there are no men in Gensokyo, so there are no traps in Gensokyo.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Shh. It's not as fun to say there's no men in Gensokyo except for the guys in the human village, and except for chlorine, and except for, you know, you're ruining the joke.
Alright, so what this is, the story behind this, the story in Touhou games now. The story behind this is that Marisa and Alice will come to Pachuli's library again, and Pachuli wants them to go away again. So she's hired Nitori to create a whole bunch of trap towers that they have to scale through together. And you're basically controlling Marisa on the left half of the screen and Alice on the right. And you can flip back and forth. We'll show this is not the first stage. Show the first stage really quickly and then show a later stage, I think. And so, alright. So you can run around, and there's something each character is special. You can control one character while still having the other highlighted. You can leave her to run around. If you jump these things, this is the most important thing. This is the easiest way to kill yourself, because if you touch these things, it'll move that. And now if I fell down the pit, I would die. With Alice, we'll move hers. And sometimes if Desunoya is really feeling like a trick, oh, there's a guy, we'll kill him. They'll put like red ones on the blue side and blue ones on the red side. So you have to be careful. You also be careful of springboards not spring you in spikes, because Desunoya loves to do that. And that's the basic mechanics of the game. So we'll find a slightly more interesting stage. Take something in World 3 maybe. So remember how to do this one. This one would have taken me a while.
Since we never actually talked about Zoom during this panel, just let me take this moment to say congrats on the marriage.
Yes. If you played either the original Mario or Metroid, this game takes a lot of things from both of those, as well as another fan game that Desunoya made. Like a lot of the sound effects and a lot of the graphics are pulled from this game. And some of you saw how earlier the scrolling was really slow, some of it's really fast, like that. And it's very easy to scroll yourself straight off the stage when you do that. And most of the time, Marisa analysts are confined to their own size. Sometimes you'll have stages where they have to switch.
Hey, Kilga, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you have any fan games with Mary and Renko in them?
Sadly, I do not believe so. It would be nice, but... Oh, hello. Oh, that was...
That is my opinion of your lack of Mary and Renko.
There we go. Oh, they were in Sengoku and Tokyo as well, technically.
I was hoping there was something that featured Mary and Renko like this features Alice and Marisa. Seriously, the closest, this really annoys the hell out of me because the closest I've seen to a Mary and Renko fan game is a CD which looks like it's the soundtrack to a Mary and Renko fan game, but actually isn't because the developer is a jerk.
Alright, I don't remember how to press the stage seeds.
For those of you who aren't keeping track at home, in case anybody doesn't know, nobody loves Mary and Renko because they're not actually in any of the games.
I see that's on the summer after we start this.
Which is really sad because they're really awesome.
Alright, I think I might know this stuff. Get up there.
You don't want to do any of the execution-based stages later on?
You haven't unlocked them yet.
Yeah, I've unlocked some of them.
Oh, I don't remember which one is which, unfortunately.
Even in the first level, there are some pretty big execution ones.
Okay, actually, alright, we can do that. Remember anything off the top of your head?
I think 1-5 is, that's one we have to control both the characters at the same time, and it's used as a demo stage for controlling this. So the level starts out with you having to control both characters at the same time, and it's the learning stage for the mechanic, and yet it throws you under the bus right away.
That wasn't so bad. But yeah, that's a lot of the later stuff in this game, you have to be able to control both at once. There's some stages where there's an item where you can no longer control a character directly, you have to use that alternate character control. And the game is a lot of fun. As many jerk boosts as there are, and the second extra world really pulls out all the stops in this game. It is a lot of fun, it's worth looking into, and Desunoya actually has a fairly good relationship with the Western community because of guys named Kappa and Alex. They're in the Talkhouse community, have done a lot of work with him on both his Touhou games and his non-Touhou games. Let's see, what else do we have? Alright, so we'll do something, what else next? That was more puzzle. It was something a little more action-y. This is a new Super Marisa Land. Please note. Please note.
Doujin games.
Alright, you know what, actually? I have an idea.
What is this idea, Kilga?
Not playing off the discs. Playing it off the hard drive.
Yeah, that might be.
Oh, I thought you had this game.
Well, I do, but it's on my own flash.
Oh, it's on your own flash. Okay, alright. Apologize for not having this on here. This is high quality entertainment, I know.
Such a terrible talist.
Hey, there we go. Please play. Oh, there we go. Yay! Ah! This is Marisa with mushrooms. You'll know how tall she is. Pay very careful attention to the chimney. Alright, see the three fairies escape now. Marisa is tiny. So this is made by Tasofro, the same folks that made Super Marisa Land we talked about earlier. This is new Super Marisa Land, which means it's the original, except all the controls are a lot better. Because that game was modeled after the Super Mario Bros. 1 controls, and anyone who played that game remembers how annoying they were.
It's not really something you can come back to very easily.
Now, speaking of Marisa, this game has this.
show in a different way.
Yeah, not quite Super Marisa, but actually, you know what? Let's. Oh, I know what stage to show off. Okay. We showed off the Touhou hat last year. We'll see what we're doing for time after this is done. But we forgot to show off this. Those of you who remember Super Mario Bros. 3. We'll start again with this, I guess.
And then it's gone.
That's okay. How do I jump? There we go. I forgot. Oh, yikes. These controls left podium, I remember. Yeah, so those are Kadamas. They appear as enemies, as generic enemies in most fan games because they're really easy to make them do whatever you want them to do. Oh, hey, there's an anchor there. How about that? Thankfully, it doesn't fly off in the middle of nowhere. Alright, I'm not going to do this small man. This is the rainbow power-ups. You can shoot fireball, the yin-yang orbs.
Very similar to Super Mario Land.
Super Mario Land, yeah. This is Tenchi, eventually. One down. She creates keystones that you can jump on and use platforms, or you can just push them. And then there's the best one.